What's going on, everybody? Welcome to Inside the Horseshoe. My name is Matt, and today I want to talk about some players that I believe need to perform well tomorrow in the last preseason game in order to avoid potentially being cut by the Colts when they're finalizing their 53-man roster. So, the first guy I want to talk about today is somebody that I've started to become a pretty big fan of, and he's one of the undrafted rookies that we signed this offseason, and his name is Isaiah Kafuzi. I know there's probably some of you guys out there that are pretty surprised. I think Isaiah Kafuzi could potentially get cut. But let me explain to you why I think there's a chance that he either gets cut by the Colts or put on the practice squad. And the reason why is because this group of linebackers is really good. And I think they're pretty underrated too. You have Darius Leonard, Bobby Okereke. Those are your top two guys. They're studs. They're awesome. We're not letting them go anywhere. You have, obviously, Zaire Franklin. He's going to be that third linebacker, I believe. He's going to be making the team. He's a lock. Then you have EJ Speed, who's been really good in training camp, like awesome. It sucks he's been hurt because I want to see what he can do in preseason. That's what I really wanted to see, but he's been really good so far. And then you have Matthew Adams, who has been awesome in preseason. He really has surprised me with how good he was. He's all over the place. He's flying around. He's being an issue for a lot of these offenses. Matthew Adams, in my opinion, has played better than Isaiah Kafuzi. So I think Matthew Adams will make the team over Isaiah. So that's five linebackers right there. Are the Colts going to go with six? Are they going to go with seven? I don't know. But some of the other guys that he's going to be going up against, he's going to go up against Curtis Bolton, Jordan Glasgow. I mean, and then there's another guy he's going to go up against too. I'll talk about him in a little bit, but it's not going to be an easy competition at all. It's a very difficult competition at the linebacker side of things. So he's got to perform well tomorrow. He's got to play a really good game in order to make the team, I believe. It's going to be tough, but he's got the talent, and I think he can definitely do it. So the next guy I'm going to talk about today is Malik Jefferson. Malik Jefferson was one of the free agents that we signed in the offseason. He was on the Chargers, the Bengals. I think he was on the Browns too, but we signed him. He's on our team now, and he's in a similar boat that Isaiah Kafuzi's in, and that is that this linebacker group, once again, is a very difficult group. Again, Darius Leonard, Bobby Okereke, studs. You have Zaire Franklin. Those three, they're locked. Then you have EJ Speed. He's been really good in training camp, and Matthew Adams, who's been really good in preseason. I think Matthew Adams has played better than both Isaiah Kafuzi and Malik Jefferson. So now you have that number 6 spot. Are we going to have 7 linebackers? I don't know. Maybe we will. Maybe we won't. I don't know. But there's other guys, Jordan Glasgow, I think that probably could make the team. Bolton, I don't know. I think he has the least likely chance out of the guys I'm talking about right now. But Malik Jefferson is going to be battling with Isaiah Kafuzi, I believe, for that number 6 spot. It's going to be difficult because Malik Jefferson hasn't really done much that I've noticed anyway in the preseason. He hasn't really done enough to make me go, oh, this guy's really good and we need to try to keep him. He hasn't been great. So for me personally, he's got to play really good tomorrow because if he doesn't, I think he's gone. I think he's going to be cut. It sucks, but it's the name of the game. I think best case scenario, if he doesn't have a really good game tomorrow, I think he makes the practice squad. He's got to go out there. He's got to give it his all. He's got to go all out, or else he's just not going to make the team. Because, like I said, this is a really difficult group to actually join. So we'll see what Malik Jefferson can do. I'm rooting for him, obviously. Don't want to see anybody get cut. So the next guy I want to talk about today is Ashton Doolin. Now, I believe he has been dealing with an injury. He did come back last week, but he hasn't really had much of an opportunity to show what he can do on the receiving side of things. For me personally, I don't think his kick returning ability and his punt returning ability is going to help him anymore. We have Isaiah Rodgers, we have Naheem Hines. I think his whole thing when it comes to kick returns, punt returns is gone. That's not going to help him at all because we got guys that can do that. And when we have as many receivers as we have that have been doing good things, we need to find the receivers that can do good things on the field when it comes to actually receiving the ball, not, returning punts or kicks. So to me, tomorrow, I need Ashton Doolin to go out there and do really good things because if he doesn't do a whole lot of good things, I think he's going to be gone. I don't see him making the team. So I'm rooting for him. Again, I'm rooting for all these guys that I'm talking about today. But I'm really hoping he can go out there and be like, look, I'm a really good receiver. Look what I can do. because if he doesn't, I just don't think he's going to make the team. I think that was one of the main reasons why he made the team was his special teams ability, but that's really not something that's going to be as much of a benefit for him anymore as it once was. So, the last guys I want to talk about today are a group of receivers that I think need ball out as well. And it's DeMichael Harris, Tyreek Black, Tyler Vaughns, and Desmond Patman. They all need to have a really good game because I believe the Colts are going to go with 6 receivers. I'd be surprised if they go with 7. I would love it because we got guys here that are really good, but I think they're going to go with 7 or 6. They're going to go Ty, Pittman, Campbell, Pascal, and I think Strawn. I think those are your 5. Who's going to be number 6? Is it going to be Patman, Tyreek Black, Tyler Vaughns, or is it going to be DeMichael Harris? That is going to be the question. That is what I'm really looking forward to in tomorrow's preseason game is those receivers specifically because this is a very, very important day for those guys. Because if they don't perform as well as they need to, they're going to get released or they're going to be put on practice squad because we just got the guys. So I could see 3 of the 4 being put on the practice squad. I could very much see because I don't think they're going to flat out release all these guys. I think they're going to be on the practice squad because they do a lot of good things, and you would like to potentially have receivers that can do good things on your practice squad, so you can elevate them to your 53-man roster if you have some injuries. Hopefully, no injuries happen. Thank you very much for watching. If you're new, I would greatly appreciate it if you would click that subscribe button. Also, click the bell icon. That way you're notified whenever a video goes up, as well as when we go live on here. I believe next week we're going to be starting our Inside the Horseshoe podcast show. It's all NFL. It's not just Colts related. So if you're curious about my thoughts on other teams, make sure you tune in for that. It's going to be a lot of fun. Also, if you like this video, like the video, and let me know in the comments below, who do you think needs to have a really good game in order to make this roster? So thank you very much for watching. I've been Matt, Bleed Blue. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye. Thank you very much for watching this video. If you like it, make sure you watch one of these other 2 videos. They're cool. Also, if you're new, please click the subscribe button as well as the bell icon. I greatly appreciate your support.